Chapter 6. Isabella. After stepping out of the stuffy auditorium, I ran my hands through my hair and cursed Kylo out under my breath. Thanks to that stupid asshole, I had made no progress in trying to convince the Alphas to trust the Lycans. Between him and Scarlet's pack, who was stirring up chaos, this meeting might have made everything worse. Warriors were questioning our abilities, Alphas were questioning our trust, and I was questioning how I could get myself out of this mess. I rested my back against the wall, shoulders slumped forward in defeat. "Prepare for war, princess," Kylo said, walking through the doors and down the hallway. I clenched my hands into fists, watching him walk away. It wasn't an empty threat. According to Roman, Kylo had been lusting over his territory for a long time. Now that nobody trusted me, he had others on his side to join him in battle and aid him in victory. Worse than that, my damn wolf wouldn't stop staring at him. I tore my gaze away from his huge back muscles flexing through his button-up shirt and clenched my jaw. What the hell was wrong with her? She was acting almost as interested in him as she did with Roman. My wolf was beginning to aggravate me. Kylo had some goddamn nerve. Raj cleared his throat and handed me a file filled with freshly printed papers. "Kylo," he said, stuffing his hands into his pockets. We stepped farther away from the auditorium entrance so nobody would listen in. "Alpha Kylo, he's from one of the strongest packs in the whole region, quickly fighting his way to the top and making a name for himself." I opened the file, skimmed through the information, and tried to gather my own thoughts about that man because my wolf was being awfully quiet again, and it didn't sit right with me. "He's an incredible warrior, inherited the title of Alpha from his brother, who died in battle, is currently mateless as he rejected his previous mate," my wolf purred. "Was born under the wolf moon, had a..." I furrowed my brows. Born under the wolf moon? I had been born under the wolf moon. Besides the blood moon, the wolf moon was the rarest moon to be born under. While it happened once a year on the same day, the wolves who survived their birth under such a moon were the strongest. Some even said they were given powers to protect by the moon goddess herself. A couple wolves had even outranked alphas. An alpha who was also a wolf moon baby would be incredibly powerful, could command rooms of people who didn't even know him, and could rip people apart at the snap of his fingers. Raj nodded. "Yes, you know that wolves born during the wolf moon are some of the strongest. Their strength is similar to that of the original werewolves, and possess powers close to that of the moon goddess." Was that why I felt connected to him? We had been born under the same moon. I blew a breath out of my nose. Of course, that was the reason my wolf was so anxious around him. Raj gazed down the hallway at his mate, Jane. "I'll find more information on him." No, that's all I needed to know. But Raj, prepare the Lycans. Kylo is unnerving and confident. I don't want to be caught off guard, especially after how he acted today in the meeting, and in the hallway earlier. When Raj disappeared out the side doors with Jane, I hurried down the hall to my office, flipping through the file to read about Kylo. Immersed in newspaper snippets and articles about him, I jumped when someone thrust me right against the door outside my office. "Where do you think you're going?" Roman murmured into my ear. "Sneaking back into your office before I had a chance to touch..." He slipped his hand under the waistband of my pants. "This?" He drew his nose up the column of my neck and brushed it against his mark. "It's almost as if you want me to punish you, my dear Isabella."
This section was removed because it includes an explicit sex scene. Unfortunately, some platforms don't allow such material. To listen to it uncensored, go to reamstories.com/EmiliaRoseAudio and subscribe.
He had never used my throat so brutally and ruthlessly before, and part of me, that feral and animalistic side of me had loved it too.
You've reached the end of this episode. Thanks for listening. To get up to 4 weeks additional uncensored content, subscribe to the podcast at reamstories.com/AmeliaRoseAudio. Due to content restrictions, explicit sex scenes will only be available through Ream. But if you'd like to continue listening to my free episodes, make sure to hit the follow button to receive updates.